Hello guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Here I am with my friend Michael. Okay, so Michael, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from, and a little bit about your country as well.
Alright, I'm from a country called Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
This country is made up of two islands, but it's one nation.
Okay.
It's located in the Caribbean, geographically very close to Venezuela.
Okay. So, have you been to Venezuela?
I have, yes.
Yeah?
I have.
Like for a long time, or just like weeks or days?
Just for short vacations.
Ah, okay, yeah. Well, so Michael, did you study something when you were like back in your country?
Yeah, I studied civil engineering.
Civil engineering. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So you're good at numbers then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So you finished the career or?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I did.
cool. And so what about this idea about like traveling? Like how this came out?
Well, I was working when I finished study. I was working. My contract finished in this job, and I wasn't doing anything in that
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
I had a lot of Colombian friends in Trinidad.
Oh really?
Yes, because in Trinidad there are a lot of English-speaking programs for foreign people.
Okay.
So I met a lot of Colombian people, and they told me, "Hey, come to Colombia." And I found out about the program.
Yeah.
That I came here.
Yeah.
And I applied and I got through, so I came.
Okay, that's great. That sounds amazing. Like, so before coming to Colombia, could you tell me like you knew some Colombian people there, right? So
Yeah, I did.
what did you know about Colombia before coming here?
Not much. Most of my friends were from Bogota. A few were from Medellin.
Yeah.
So this was my concept of Colombia, Bogota and Medellin.
Ah,
Nothing
okay.
else. I had no idea about anything else. When I applied for the program, the city that I was placed in
Yeah.
was Armenia. They told me that. I was like,
Ah.
I don't know anybody in Armenia. I don't know anything about Armenia.
Yeah.
So I sent an email and asked to be situated closer to Bogota
Okay.
because this is where my friends are. And they said, okay, yeah, we have a placement in a town very near to Bogota.
Oh, so that was good
Yeah,
then.
the town was called Cajica.
Okay.
So yeah, I was placed in Cajica. I taught English with the Colombia Bilingual program
Okay.
for 6 months in a secondary school in Cajica.
Okay. So did you teach English before?
Never.
No, that was like
Never.
the first.
This
Yeah.
I was just
Uh,
thrown up there.
Okay. Okay. So, like, what about your family? What do they think about? Hey, you're going to Colombia.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, are you
Yes.
serious?
Yes, they thought that they didn't like the idea that much.
Yeah.
But some of them were like,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead, that's right. Some were like, Colombia is dangerous, but
Yeah. All of the media they
yes,
saying, yeah.
everybody thinks that, but
Yeah.
that is not the reality.
Yeah, it's totally
People hear
different.
Colombia and they think, oh no, drugs, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, narcos.
That's all they know.
Yeah.
But that is not the reality.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what, all the media shows to the rest of the world. And,
Yeah.
there are beautiful
Of course.
things and places, and that's really amazing.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, so for how long have you been here in Colombia?
I have been here for a little bit more than 1 year.
Oh, okay.
So a year and a few months.
Okay. So the first place that you told me you arrived was Cajica. Oh, your first place that you arrived was Bogota?
Yes, Bogota.
Okay.
And I was placed in a secondary school in Cajica.
Okay.
I taught there for 6 months. I then got a job in a private English institute
Okay.
in Bogota.
Yeah.
I did that for another 6 months. And then I applied for another program with the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
And I asked to be placed in Pasto, and they gave me
Yeah.
the situation.
Yeah,
They
that's
placed me
cool.
here.
So you didn't stay in Bogota the first. Okay, so how long were you in Bogota then? I mean, you told me like 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, but the first time it was like 1 week or something. Or?
No, I was
I
in
mean,
Bogota
when you arrived.
before. Okay, I arrived maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the program began.
Ah,
And
so
I
you,
was staying with friends in Bogota.
oh, okay, okay.
I was.
So you knew some places around Bogota?
Yeah, I went to
Monserrate.
Monserrate, yeah.
Okay.
I did street art tour.
Okay.
In Bogota, well, I went to some parties, some
Yeah.
famous clubs, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So what about the music?
What?
I mean, like here in Colombia, because I mean,
Okay.
is it like similar to music in Trinidad and Tobago?
Somewhat. It depends.
Yeah.
The music, I like the music here. I don't understand a lot of the music because obviously it's in Spanish.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the most similar music to the music back in Trinidad and Tobago is reggaeton.
Oh, reggaeton.
The rhythm.
Okay.
In Trinidad and Tobago we have a music called soca.
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 It's similar to reggaeton.
Somewhat.
Or is it the same?
Somewhat. It's not the
Okay,
same.
yeah.
But it's a fast rhythm and people dance similar.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you were here, like listening, when you were like hanging out with your friends to the clubs and you listening to the music, reggaeton that was like the most similar to
Yes.
the one.
Yes.
And what about the rest, like salsa, merengue? That was the first time that you listened to music here, or have you listened?
I've heard it before,
Yeah.
but it's not very popular back in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
There are a few places in Trinidad and Tobago that play salsa and merengue, but it's very specific.
Yeah.
And I know these places because a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
play
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
So
Okay. So what about like what do you think about salsa? Is it difficult? Do you like it? You don't like it?
I like it. It's a bit difficult. For the women, it's not that difficult because
Okay.
you just need to follow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just down that follow.
Exactly. The men need to lead, and I don't know. I know some basic steps,
Yeah.
but the turns and the
Yeah,
different things
yeah.
are a bit difficult for me.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you went in Bogota, Caquica, then you went to Bogota. You went back to Bogota for 6 months,
Yes.
and then Pasto,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so Bogota and Pasto, what are the difference for you?
The climate is very similar,
Yeah,
but I think I prefer Pasto
yeah.
because the life in Bogota is harder.
Okay.
You have to work harder. There are a lot more people in the city. It's a very
Yeah,
big
big city. Yeah.
You need to take the Transmilenio or the bus to everywhere that you
Yeah.
need to go.
It takes like 1 hour,
Yes.
sometimes 2
Yes.
hours. Like
And it's always full of people. You
Yeah.
always have to stand and hold on. And
yeah. You're like, hey. Yeah.
You have to be careful with your bag because
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah,
might
exactly.
steal. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I prefer Pasto. Pasto is a lot more relaxed. You can walk to places easily, almost anywhere.
Yeah,
You need to go.
that's what I like actually about Pasto. You can walk everywhere you want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, in big cities like Bogota, yeah, you have to take the transportation. It takes hours to go from one place to another place
Yes,
sometimes.
yes, because there's a lot of traffic too.
Yeah, and it's expensive as well.
Yeah.
And okay, so then Pasto. Okay, so you've been like visiting maybe like places around Nariño, the department, or
Around Nariño, I went to La Cocha,
okay.
Monambur. I think that was it. And maybe just within Pasto, some things within Pasto. I know Chachagui because of the airport.
Yeah. But you haven't like been there in the town.
No.
Okay.
Within these next few weeks, I'll go with some of my students.
Oh, okay. That's
Because
it. Yeah, it's hard. It's good.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
great. And have you tried guinea pig?
I have.
Yeah. So what's
I
your think?
have. It was interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. First of all, the thought of eating a guinea pig
Yeah.
isn't something normal.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
something that we do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's a cultural experience.
Yeah.
So I had to do it. It was good. It was a bit salty. And
Yeah.
a bit rubbery.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
other than that, it was good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can eat a guinea pig, but it's not that something like I like too much. Cause I don't like too much because it's like not too much meat on it.
Yeah.
So it's just you know. But I mean, it's salty.
Yes.
Yeah, I can eat it. What else? So when you went to La Cocha, did you try Troch, Rucha?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I did.
Okay, was it good?
Yes, it was good.
Okay. What about, have you tried, okay, so there's a drink, agua panela. Have you tried that? Because they're in La Cocha, they sell like a delicious one over there. They prepare like, I don't know, I mean, it's panela, but have you tried that?
Okay, not in La Cocha. I think in Bogota I have.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I went to a place.
I mean, normally around Colombia
Yeah,
you can have
yeah.
it, but you know, like in that place in La Cocha, I think, like, I don't know, like they put something on it, I think, but it's really, really good. I really like it. Okay, so places in Colombia. So besides Bogota, have you been in other cities maybe?
I've been to a lot of cities
Yeah, okay.
in Colombia. I've been to Cali, Medellin, Santa Marta, Bucaramanga, Tunja, Villa de Leyva,
Oh yeah, a lot of places.
San Andres,
Okay.
Ibagué, Armenia, Pasto, Ipiales.
Yeah. Okay. Have you been to Lajas?
Yes. I've been-
Yeah. Have you been there at night or like
No,
during the
I've
day?
been there during the day.
Yeah, I've been there during the day as well. I want to go at night because you know I've seen the pictures of
Yes.
this night, it's like all the lights.
It looks really
Yeah,
beautiful.
it looks
Yeah, I
really
want to go at night as well.
good. Yeah.
But even during the day it's a very beautiful structure.
Yeah.
I was amazed.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best structures in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think it was like it was highlighted like worldwide.
I read something about it. On the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah, that's really cool. So I mean, about all those cities you've been to, like, which one do you like the most?
I don't know. Every city has its own thing that is
Yeah,
unique.
particular.
Yeah. I always ask that question to my students as well.
Okay.
Which city do you think is the best city in
Yeah.
Colombia? And everybody says Medellin.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Well, it's a big city. Maybe it's like kind of similar to Bogota, but the weather is different.
Yeah.
People is really, you know, chill, like, and warm.
Friendly, yeah.
Yeah, friendly.
Mhm.
I think that's why. I mean.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't stay in Medellin for that long, only a few days,
Yeah.
maybe 4 days. So I didn't know too much. I didn't live there, I just visited.
Yeah.
But I like Pasto. I've been living here for about 2 months, a little more than 2 months, and I like to live here.
Okay, that's perfect. So, okay, so now about your experience now, like teaching English. How's it been? Like, you like it? It's been like difficult. Like the first time that you arrived to Cajica, was it like difficult to explain to people? Because you didn't speak Spanish, right? I mean, now you speak a little bit like more. I mean, you understand a little bit more.
Yeah.
But so how was your experience there without nothing on Spanish? And,
Alright, well, the first thing is, they told us that we aren't allowed to speak Spanish in the classroom.
That's good. That's
In the school.
perfect.
That wasn't a problem for me because I couldn't.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can speak Spanish. So yes, it was definitely a difficult thing to explain yourself or get a point across using only English to some people. There are not everybody, because there are some people who already have a little knowledge of the language,
Yeah.
and this was easier to get your point across. In that program, we did something called co-teaching as well. So we would teach together with a Colombian teacher.
Okay.
So if any Spanish had to be spoken,
With the co-teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and you were like teaching, like, for example, grammar?
Yes, and sometimes.
Yeah.
So it depends, not all the time,
Okay.
but not too much grammar. At least
That's
for me.
good. Yeah, that's good.
The grammar was more from the Colombian teacher.
Yeah.
My purpose was more of a speaking.
Yeah, interact with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, another question, like, do you know about English grammar?
Now I do.
Yeah.
Now I do, because after I did that program,
Yeah.
I worked at a private English institute,
Okay.
and I actually learned English grammar there.
Yeah.
But before I never really paid attention too much.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just a natural thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's like, for example, some of the, you know, some of our friends when they say, hey, Angelo, how do you say this in Spanish and why is that? I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I speak it, you know,
Yes.
but I don't know like, exactly like why.
Yes. That
Yeah.
was a problem I had too the first time I was
Yeah.
teaching. They would ask something like, why do you say that? This is what we say.
Yeah. It sounds beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, but when I began to work in a private institute, I learned a lot of grammar
Yeah.
because that was the methodology that
Yeah, exactly.
they had.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very grammar focused.
So like, how many students did you have like the first time? Like, you have like a lot of students, or how many?
In Cajicá,
Yeah.
yeah, these classes were big, maybe 30, 35 students a class. And I had many classes.
Yeah. So it's been the same. Then you were working in Bogota. How many students do you have?
Okay, so in the private institute, the classes were more private. They were smaller, maybe 2-3 persons, 2 people
Okay.
per class. Yeah,
Okay. That's good.
but I had many students as well.
Oh, okay. And here in Paso, you like kind of the same like 30 again, or?
So in Pasto, around 15.
15. Okay, that's good then. Well,
I
okay.
have 3 classes.
Oh, okay. So, but now it's like with a tourism program? So
Yes, right now I am doing a tourism program.
So you like speaking, like, I mean, teaching them English, like, just with that topic about tourism, or just
So,
teach like general English?
Teaching English, but focused in tourism. So situations that these people who work in the tourism industry will encounter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
this kind of thing.
And like, so like the first time you were telling me like I mean, you had a co-teacher helping you like the Spanish part then,
Yes.
and have you been like in the class by yourself?
Yes. After the co-teaching experience, I was by myself.
Ah, okay. So how was like that experience? Like, was it difficult to communicate with other people?
So in the private institute, the classes were a lot smaller, so it was a lot easier to communicate
Yeah.
with 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They came there to learn. In secondary schools, it's a different
Yeah.
thing.
So they were like, hey,
Yes.
hey, be quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in Pasto, like you have 15 students, like is it like the same with the private institute or is it like a different experience?
Yeah, well, in that institute I got a lot of practice doing it. It's smaller classes, but there were some classes that I had were about 8 to 10 people.
Okay.
One particular class,
Okay.
and yeah, I got a lot of practice there, so I was able to manage this classroom a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah,
And the people that I teach now are adults,
yeah. Okay.
and they want to be there. So
That's something good.
when you want to explain something, they will listen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I mean that part is like difficult with teenagers, because they're like, you know, like, hey man, like, please. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you know, like I think it's different to what like you know, like in private institutes and in high schools. Because in high school is mandatory. They have to do it. You know, like they have to go to the class. It's
Exactly.
something else.
Yeah.
But you know, in private institutes, people is just paying because they want to learn. They want
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a good point. And okay, so what do you think about like? Oh, man, better say like, what do you think are the best advices like for people who's like learning or starting to learn a language?
Okay. What is the best advice? All right. For my case, this is how I would think I would want to learn a language. Speaking is very important. Some grammar is also important as well, because without some sort of structure, it will be difficult to speak.
Okay.
This is my opinion.
So grammar and speaking part.
I think they go hand in hand. You don't need much grammar. Once you have a structure, what you need to do is practice.
Yeah. So it's more speaking than grammar. I mean, grammar is basic stuff. They have to learn it,
yes, of course.
but then you just put into practice
Yes.
everything. Just
You need
more
to practice.
speaking.
Yeah. All you need to know is some structures, and then practice those
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Yeah.
Communicate.
So like, do you speak another language?
No. Well, in Trinidad and Tobago, English is the first language, but we speak something called broken English.
Okay.
So it's basically bad English. But in all of the Caribbean, they speak this type of English.
Okay.
It's English based, but it's with background structures.
Okay. So that way, like, I don't know, like, I imagine that's like a place where the people speak this broken English, maybe it's just city of students learning English. I don't know. Like a place where the students, I mean, like, for example, you know, the beginners, when they are learning a new language, they are trying to speak a little bit of English. I mean, they try.
Yes.
So that's when it comes to my mind when you say like broken English.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, we speak a dialect. We use many phrases that are very strange, or you might not understand.
Okay.
But it's just things that we understand.
Yeah, because you grew up with that.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And well, so it was a pleasure having you here, bro. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, guys, so that's like a little bit of advice about Michael. And so that's it, guys. Bye bye. Catch you later.
Bye bye.